Good morning, everyone. Students, today we will revise notice. So, students, while writing notice, we should remember some points like use capital letters for details such as names of organization. Then, beta, the entire content of the notice is placed in a box. Okay, the entire content should be in a box. Then, beta, remember that only important information you should write. Okay, it should contain only the important information and nothing else. Okay, and students, remember that always try to use passive voice. Okay, always try to use passive voice. Then students, personal pronouns like I, we, you are not used. Okay, avoid these personal pronouns while writing notice. I, we and you are not used. Then better remember that notice is always brief. Okay, to the point आपको write करना है. Try to write down within 50 words. Okay, make sure students that you do not add any unnecessary information. Okay, do not add any unnecessary information while writing notice. And students, at last, put the notice in a box. Now students, it's the format of notice as you all know better. In the very first line better, write down the name of organization. Okay, like you can write down the name of the school or organization, whatever is given to you. Then better in the next line, write down notice word. It should be in capital. Okay, name of the organization and the word notice. It should be in capital letter. Then better write down date. After date, students, in next line, write down a proper or we can say suitable heading for that notice. And after that, students, write down content. And better when content is over, then put your signatures. And after signature, students, write down your name and designation of the person issuing the notice. Now, students, let's read a notice for meeting. The Scouts and Girl Guides of Bal Bharti Public School Bhopal are due to attend a camp at Rishikesh next month. The Scout Master, Mr. Sukhinder Singh, wants to call a meeting of all the Scouts and Girl Guides as he has to give important instructions to them. Now, we will write the notice on behalf of Mr. Sukhinder Singh, giving the details of date, time, place, and purpose of the meeting. Now, students, how to write down this notice of meeting? Yes, beta, in the very first line, the name of school is given to us. That is Bal Bharti Public School, and the name of city is given Bhopal. So, beta, in the very first line, you can write down the name of school Bal Bharti Public School Bhopal. It should be in capital letter. Okay. Then, beta, in the next line, write down the word notice. After notice, students, write down date, whatever it is. Then beta, proper heading should be there. Like meeting, we can write down, or we can write down meeting of Scouts and Girl Guides, as you like. Okay. Then students, we have to inform this to all Scouts and Girl Guides. So students, you can write down like this. All Scouts and Girl Guides who are going for a camp at Rishikesh are required to attend an important meeting. और ये मीटिंग कब अटेंड करें on which day students? On 12th Feb 2021. At which time students? At 10:30 am. And now venue students, venue कहाँ पर है, कहाँ पर attend करनी है? In the conference room. But to remember date, day and time you have to write down. Okay, on 12th Feb at 10:30 am and in the conference room. The students, they will be given important instructions for the camp. And after the students, write down your name, or we can say put your signatures. After signature, students, write down name, that is Sukhinder Singh, and after that, students, write down designation, that is Scout Master. Okay, like this, students, try to write down a notice of meeting. Okay, I am going to repeat. In the first line, write down the name of organization like Bal Bharti Public School Bhopal, then word notice, then date, after that heading like meeting of Scouts and Girl Guides. Now, all scouts and girl guides who are going for a camp at Rishikesh are required to attend an important meeting on 12th Feb 2021 at 10:30 am. In the conference room, they will be given important instructions for the camp. Then put your signatures like Sukhinder Singh, then write down the name Sukhinder Singh, and after that, it's Scout Master. Like the students, try to write down the notice of meeting. Now, students, let's revise one more notice. You are Rohini Sharma, school pupil leader of St. Francis School, Rohtak. Name of school is given beta like St. Francis School, and city is also given Rohtak. To celebrate Basant Panchami, your school is organizing a kite flying competition. What the school is organizing beta? School क्या organize कर रहा है? Kite flying competition. The heading should be kite flying competition. Okay. As a school pupil leader, now imagine that you are school pupil leader. Okay. As the school pupil leader of your school, write a notice in about 50 words for the school notice board. Why? To inform students about the competition name. आपको students को competition का name बताना है. Then date, then time, and after that venue. The students ask them to submit their names also. You can give them date. Okay. Then at last, students mention the prize to be 1. Now students, how can we write down this notice now? Students, in the very first line, we can write down the name of school. That is St. Francis School. City is given Rohtak. So students, in the very first line, write down the name of this. Then beta, in the next line, write down the word notice. After notice, we can write down date like Feb 12, 2021. Then competition is about kite flying. So students, write down it's a kite flying competition. Okay, kite flying competition. Like the students from heading. After this, students, this notice is for kite lovers mainly. So students, we can write down like attention kite lovers. Now, to celebrate Basant Panchami, the school is organizing what? What the school is organizing, Peter? To celebrate Basant Panchami, the school is organizing a kite flying competition. When? Kab organize kare beta? On 15th of Feb. Where? In the school playground. And time beta? From 11 am to 2 pm. Now, there are prizes for the top 3 kite flyers and interested students. जो कोई भी interested हो, interested students should submit their names to whom? To undersign. कब तक? By 13th Feb 2021. Then put your signatures like Rohini Sharma. Then write down the name Rohini Sharma, and you are school pupil leader. So write down at last school pupil leader, and at last students put the notice in a box. Okay, students, let's revise it once again. St. Francis School, Rohtak. Notice, then date, then heading, kite flying competition. Attention, kite lovers. To celebrate Basant Panchami, the school is organizing a kite flying competition on 15th of Feb in the school playground from 11 am to 2 pm. There are prizes for the top 3 kite flyers. Interested students should submit their names to the undersigned by 13th Feb 2021. Then at last, put your signatures as Rohini Sharma, and last, write down your name Rohini Sharma, and then designation, that is school pupil leader, and at last beta put the notice in a box. Okay students, like this students, we can write down this type of notice. Now students, I hope it's clear to you. Now students, revise these notice and try to write out in your notebook. Okay students, that's all for today students. Thanks and have a nice day.